back with Eric Kimmer with Sierra Specific Mortgage. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So we were just with Greg and Erica Morris with Restarting Futures, and they help people with their credit problems. And you have actually worked with them a lot with some of your clients.
Several clients, actually. I met Greg and Erica about 2 years ago at a networking event. We hit it off immediately, and what really turned me on to their process was their timeline. Being a 75-day or less process, and that's been a big part of what's helped and keep my clients motivated. When somebody comes in and they've had problems with their credit in the past, and a lot of lenders out there do not want to work with them. They think that this is going to take 6 to 12 months, to get the problem corrected. Well, with Greg and Erica, they really work with the clients, and they can show them that it is a 60 to 75-day process. And what that does is it keeps the clients motivated, going through it.
And what is the difference between that 75-day and do other companies say that the process takes longer?
Well, it's not only the time frame, it's the cost of it as well too. Other companies out there, they will charge a monthly basis for it as well, and it does not necessarily take that much time. So it is, they're cost effective, their timing is great, and like I said, it's a motivational factor for the clients as well too, to have something completed in that short amount of time. And these are individuals that have already experienced problems in the past, and they need some help. And that's another thing that, with Greg and Erica, a big part of clients that have had credit repair problems, they're scared of other individuals judging them, if you will. They're embarrassed and whatnot. And the great part with Greg and Erica, there's no case that's too big, if you will. There's no judging, when you walk into their office. And they treat everybody like the same type of person, and they're willing to work with them, so.
Well, and no one should be ashamed of having something bad on their credit. I mean, when 2008 hit, I went from having a 6-figure job to making nothing overnight. I mean, it happens to everyone, and you should not be ashamed, and you should not be able to purchase stuff because of that.
And you shouldn't be ashamed. We've all experienced these problems, and one of the major things that Greg and I encounter is medical collections that pop up on individuals' clients. I mean, with healthcare in our country today, it's very difficult. Clients get bills in the mail, they're not sure if their insurance is covering that or if it's not. So before you know it, something pops into collections, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's why it is important to check your credit at least once a year. I see clients on a weekly basis that come in that feel that they have immaculate credit, and lo and behold, there's 2 or 3 collections on there. And that's why, there's only so much that I can take care of as a lender and help people out with. And that's why, I will guide them in the direction of a professional with Greg and Erica, to help solve these issues.
If someone wants to buy a home and they're checking out the credit score, what is that magic number where you can get approved for most loans?
Well, we go down to as low as a 620 credit score at my company. We do have options to broker it out with other companies down to 600, but at least a 620 is the magic number that we want to be at.
And the first thing you should always do before purchasing a home is seeing a mortgage loan officer. And how much in advance or how far in advance should they go see you?
I usually like to tell individuals at least 60 days prior, to getting serious about looking for a property, because if there is possibility of credit issues, obviously we want to get those issues resolved. But they do need to be pre-qualified. One of the worst things that we can do in our industry is send somebody out to look at a property and have them fall in love with it, and guess what? Lo and behold, they can't get the property. That 60-day window, if there are issues, it allows us to correct them and point them in the right direction of, achieving their goal of being a homeowner.
All right, and you guys work hand in hand with Greg and Erica.
We do. So what I will do is actually I will review somebody's credit, and if it's to a level that I can or I cannot help them, I will send them with Greg and Erica. Erica and I stay in contact throughout the process. She allows me to know every deletion that comes off of the credit report. They will allow me to know when it is time to re-pull the credit. Things. So we definitely work hand in hand.
I know everything is confidential, but can you give us an example of how you worked with Greg and Erica to help get one of your clients into a home?
Yes, actually, Greg and I have a client that we're working on right now that had encountered some past credit issues, and I'd looked at it. There were some collections, unpaid bills, things of that nature on their late payments. I sent them to Greg. Within 45 days, Greg had his credit score improved by 85 points. So during this time period, we actually met in July. They're under contract and closing within the next 2 weeks right now.
Oh, that's very exciting. I mean, that's a big difference in your credit, 85 points.
It's a huge difference in our world.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Eric. I really appreciate it. If you've had some bumps in the roads, be sure to give Eric a call or Restarting Futures, because they can help you get in your dream home.